Welcome back to my channel. Today I'd like to tie for you Stonefly Nymph. I'm going to add some lead wire right on the shank. And I'm going to make this fly really heavy. I'm going to stop about 1 eye length behind the eye. I'm going to jump up again and go back. I'm going to jump again, make a few more wraps here, and that will give me a nice heavy and bulky looking thorax. There we go. Now I'm going to use some black 6/0 uni thread, and I'm going to make some wraps back and forth to secure this wire in place. That's good for now. I'm going to use some light brown dubbing. I'm going to make a little noodle for now, just a little one. I'm going to make some wraps here right on top of each other to make a little bowl. And what that does, when I tie in the biots for the tail, it's gonna keep them in place and it's gonna keep them spread apart. Okay, now I'm gonna tie those biots on each side, and I want them to be about half the length of the hook shank. There's one. Take another one. Now, as you can see, they are leaning against this bowl and they will always stay spread apart. Now I'm going to take some dubbing wax, put a little bit on the thread, and I'm going to take more dubbing and make a bigger noodle this time. But before I start wrapping this dubbing, I nearly forgot. I need to tie in some rib. That's going to be copper wire. There we go. Now I can start wrapping the body. I want to stop right here where the thorax begins, and I'm going to make some wraps with this copper wire. Make a nice rib here. There we go. Across the thread. Now I can break off this wire. Okay, I'm gonna take a clump of pheasant tail fibers, and I'm gonna use those for the casing. I'm gonna tie them by the tips, trim them off a little bit, right on the top of the shank. There we go. And here I have a little partridge feather. This one is brown. I'm going to tie that down by the tip as well, right on the top of the hook shank. That's going to be our little legs of the stonefly. And now I can add some more dubbing wax and some more dubbing for the thorax. I'm going to need some more. And that looks good. Now I'm going to tie in front antennas. I'm going to tie them in on the sides as well. That's one. I'm going to tie in another one. That's another one. Looks pretty good. Now I can trim this a little bit of waste here. And I'm gonna pull this partridge feather, those little legs, forward and secure that right behind the eye. Pull up the stem, make a few more wraps. Now it's all nice and secure, and I can trim the stem off. There we go. And next step is to pull up the wing case, or good old pheasant tail feather. I'm going to tie that on as well. Make a few wraps, lift it up, make a few wraps behind. Now I can trim this waist. There we go. And clean up the head. Now I can whip finish. I'm going to put a drop of head cement. And here we have a nice looking stonefly. It will sink fast. You can use that as a lead fly for nymph fishing. And I hope you liked my video. Feel welcome to subscribe, leave the comments, and tight lines.